Have a seat and take a load off. That cliche phrase means a lot more when it involves proper chairs made for making work and leisure feel this great. And thanks to Herman Miller, my simple and humble work from home setup right over here is that much more upgraded, and I think everyone should consider doing the same. Hey, it's Joshua Vergara. What's going on, everybody? Here are the Herman Miller Asari and Sayl Chairs. Shouts out to Herman Miller for sponsoring this video and for outfitting me with two of their high quality, super comfortable seats. If you haven't already seen my video on the pretty iconic Herman Miller Embody and Aeron chairs, I'll leave a link to it in the card above and in links found below. Those are some really well-known chairs from the Herman Miller catalog, and I found that while the Embody and its numerous adjustment points really help make productivity feel more comfortable than ever, the Aeron made even more sense as a comparably adjustable but somewhat simpler chair for a work-from-home environment. But for me, someone that is basically WFH all the time, I have multiple setups that each might have different demands. My office is a legitimate workplace, but the desk right next to my bed here at home is a place that I spend more time relaxing when I'm not plugging away at the studio. For that reason, I wanted to try something a little different. Chairs that might not quite be as intricate as the Embody, but are still immensely comfortable for the times when I choose to roll out of bed right into whatever I choose to do at this desk. Now, both chairs that are being tested for this video arrived in large boxes that were easy to open, and the chairs were easy to remove and use right away with no assembly required. And like all Herman Miller chairs, they come with the robust 12-year warranty for peace of mind that goes along with the ease and comfort of use. Enter the Asari, a really unique statement piece born from a collaboration between Herman Miller and Japanese designer Naoto Fukasawa. As it says on their official website, the Herman Miller Asari is a marriage of beautiful sculpture and everyday function. When I saw that there were multiple colors available for this chair, it already screamed stylish to me. But when I saw an all-yellow version, I knew I had to have it. See, there are times when you just want the office chair you're sitting on to actually add to the style of the desk setup of your room. And for the Asari, the uniquely shaped cushions that can be high or low rise on the backing properly stand out, making this a chair that could spruce up a conference room when you have a few of them ready to be used. That's not to say the chair doesn't fit into my home setup. After all, my Asari comes in my favorite color, and even if it isn't a statement piece for a conference room right now, it certainly will be providing good splashes of color in the background of my YouTube videos if I choose to film them here. It has the shape reminiscent of a proper sculpture, while remaining just understated enough to not be gaudy. It's also really simple in how it is actually used. This is the chair that I've used from Herman Miller with the least adjustment points. See, mine is fully decked out with the high back that reclines based on a healthy push, but it doesn't lock, nor can the recline be loosened or tightened or made easier or harder. That is to say, the Asari feels like it encourages upright sitting, and that's not a big deal for me as I need to have better posture anyways. The lower portion of the backing still has Herman Miller's patented posture fit technology to mold to the unique shape of my spine. It's easy enough to recline and relax with the push of my feet and legs from time to time, only to sit right back up in the comfortable cushions that relieve pressure on both my back and my bottom. Aside from that, the armrests are height adjustable, just like the seat itself, which should be positioned to achieve a 90-degree angle in one's knees. It's a rather Spartan feature set here that drives home the fact that this chair is already properly built for productivity with short bouts of leisure sprinkled in, and I think ultimately it succeeds with that in mind. Now, if you need a little more fit and feel customization in your chair, perhaps the Sayl chair will fit the bill. While the Asari took its design inspirations from Japanese minimalism, the Sayl, given this backing here, is an homage to the Golden Gate Bridge. Elastomer strands on the back are used for back support, and all of the resulting spaces between the lines help with ventilation, making long sitting sessions feel better, especially in the warmer months of summer. These strands also adapt to the unique level of pressure that each person may give the chair, as the elastomer will provide tension in the areas really bearing down on them, which ultimately means better support. All of that thought into the back support also ends up making the chair look pretty cool, on top of the various color combinations that you can get. Now, mine has the white backing with a super clean look along with a splash of green in the upholstered seat. Compared to the more style-forward fixed configuration of the Asari, the Sayl is afforded more adjustment points. There is an optional lumbar support that can be added to the breathable backing, the arms are fully adjustable for both height, depth, and also going side to side. And then the seat depth can be adjusted so that you can get that optimal 3 fingers of distance between the back of your knees and to the edge of the seat. And finally, this knob over on the right side adjusts the tension of the recline. This goes hand in hand with the elastomer back, with the design that they call the 3D intelligent backing that basically hugs your back while you are naturally reclining backwards, and it supports you throughout the entire movement. Since this is a work from home setup, a little bit of relaxation with a nice lean back always feels good. The result of all of these features is a chair in the Sayl that is quite the robust package. It is quite the looker despite all of those features, even though the Asari might be the way to go when you just want a chair that is style forward. What I do give the Sayl a lot of credit for is that it has a lot of the features that have made the Embody and the Aeron so desired, because they're so individualistic, because each person can mess with the adjustment points to suit their specific sitting needs, making it a viable starting point for anyone that hasn't dove into a Herman Miller chair before. On the other hand, with the Asari, it's more or less what you see is what you get, which is good, because the materials and the cushioning are still top-notch to go along with those looks. Thanks again to Herman Miller for hooking me up with these chairs to try out and to add to my various work from home, and well, play setups, and for sponsoring this video. If you want to look at the Embody and Aeron chairs still, I have a video on them that you can find in links below as well. But from there, I'm going to go ahead and call it on this one. Thank you so much for having a seat with me again today. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and enjoy your tea, everybody.